Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. So every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. So it looks like Aries Spears has put himself back in the news behind something quote unquote controversial. Now, what he talks about, you gotta admit, this is a subject that's probably discussed in the Black American community probably every day. We all got our opinions on it, whether for it or against it. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But we got to remember, Aries Spears was in the news maybe in the past couple of years due to a skit he did a few years ago involving like little kids. And that's what it was. The lady comes out and tries to sue Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish and everybody who did the video. I haven't heard anything lately on it. Because of, going through a whole lot of mental issues, supposedly, over the years after doing that skit. And everybody came at Aries Spears. Now, you got to understand, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here just for a second. Well, backtrack, rewind. I didn't like the skit. I thought it might have been a little too much, right? Too much for what? Too much because now going back to being the devil's advocate, I want to say I understand what he was trying to do, but let me just leave it at that. Cause maybe it's the only way he knows how to get his point across or express his point. Cause he's a comedian. He does, he's been doing it his whole life. Kind of like with he did a skit on Mad TV, I think, where he acted like he was like a gay rapper, like rapper trying to act hard, but doing these gay scenes. But he's actually kissing the dude, which just kind of throw it off. But he bringing something out to the forefront that spoke about behind the scenes, and I guess because of his celebrity or lack thereof. People, it wasn't received well because I was cringe. I cringed there like, man, what the heck is this dude doing? But again, you got to think about he's a comedian, so maybe he's trying to, boondocks. Maybe that's what he should have did. Did it in a cartoon type way. Because Boondocks is the same thing, and we thought it was classic. The great skit, Boondocks ahead of his time, bringing out these issues of these gay rappers trying to be hard and stuff, and they trying to hide it and being down low and all that kind of stuff. Love the series. Hell, I got the DVDs and I watch them periodically. I mean, it is what it is. Timeless classic. But I guess it's different because somebody tried to do it in real life and try to make it a comedy, and they were like, that just looked terrible. So again, like I said, he was in, like I said, a couple years ago, controversy about a skit that he did a while back, and everybody believes he did it for the Hollywood weird executives because there are a lot of stories about how they do little kids, and these Disney these documentaries that came out about these ex-Disney actors and actresses talking about what they went through growing up, and why a lot of them are just so thrown off on drugs and suicide and this, that, and the third. Hey, it's something they say, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So anyway, like I say, so he's not one to run from controversy. So again, he's back in the news, and let's get into it. This is from BET.com, and it says, Aries Spears criticizes Black women who wear eyelashes and shameless plug for new podcasting. Right there, you already see what side this story is leaning on. This isn't the first time Spears has made negative remarks about Black women and their appearance. Let's get into it. Aries Spears is in hot water again after the controversial comedian slammed Black women and their makeup choices during an attempt to promote his latest endeavor. On Sunday, the former Mad TV star took to Instagram to announce his new podcast while also randomly taking a jab at Black women, arguing that they did not need fake eyelashes. You don't. I'm going to agree with that. You don't. But it started with people with the extenders, the L'Oreal or Maybelline or whatever, with the little pencil, with the little, and the little black stuff, and they extend the eyelash or darken the eyelash so make it look like they got fuller lashes. That, yeah, you kind of understand that, because you want your eyes, women want your eyes to pop, because it's something sexy about a woman's eyes. And I mean, let's say you can get to the soul through the eyes and stuff like that. So, and women know this. Women know this. I mean, it goes back to ancient customs and cultures. Hell, you even got cultures now where, the woman wrap their whole body, but the one thing they left out was the eyes. So how are you going to entice a man other than with your eyes if the rest of your body is covered up? So I'm quite sure eyelashes, eye makeup, and everything has been a big thing for centuries. Think about that. To all my beautiful black queens out there, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I love you, I respect you, you're beautiful, and you're mandatory. The 49-year-old began. That being said, can some of y'all please, for the love of God, stop wearing them big fake eyelashes? Notice he said big fake. Like I said, I think it's ridiculous. I really do. Myself. Spirits claims you have no idea and you are not aware of how ridiculous that ish looks. It looks like you have pterodactyl wings on your face. You don't need it. Now, you ain't have to. Well, I call them Snuffleupagus eyelashes. I mean, sure, that's what it looks like. He continued, and if you're not proportioned correctly and you are as skinny as Snoop Dogg, it's just a horrible look. And liking them to fake Brazilian lips for your face before concluding his rant with love and respect. Well, see, he tried to he tell the jokes, which means he's probably like a little nervous saying it, but try to break the ice. That's what comedians, that's what anybody does. They really don't know how to, have a full conversation or talk about the subject that they're talking about in a certain way. They'll, give some kind of joke on the side to try to quote unquote break the ice or try to, make people laugh or, bring it down a notch. But a lot of times people don't understand that. What to say? Social media users show no mercy, turning into the Jerry Maguire's actor comment section with the thought on Spears' appearance, including one online user who wrote, "Well, we don't like your dark discoloration around your eyes and neck. Do you have hypertension, kidney disease, or diabetes?" Now, see, that's super low, because here's the thing. The eyelashes you can control. Well, actually, shoot, the health issues, you can control that too. But it's something that you really need to prevent before it gets to that point. Because he's done stories, the videos or interviews about saying about the health condition that he have. You know what I'm saying? Our eyes, being dark in the eyes. Shoot, that's something that a lot of people suffer from and notice. But when you notice those things, you have to get ahead of it early. Now, I'm empathetic with people with kidney disease and diabetes, hypertension, because I work in dialysis. So I see these situations every day. And it's like I say, it's sad, and you want to try to do what's best for the patient. Get them on, dialysis, try to help them keep the blood pressure down, make sure they're eating right, make sure their labs come back straight. That's what you want. But it's tough, because a lot of times people are like that because of personal choices. And what's sad is a lot of times they continue to make those same choices because why? Because you keep them alive. So now they think they can tolerate it. It says, another person commented, "I kindly ask you worry about your health instead of what black women are putting on their faces. Why people in the comments say you look like a walking bruise," a third noted. Over on X, formerly known as Twitter, critics called out his attachments to a particular New York Yankees fitted cap he often been photographed wearing, including once while in the hospital. This isn't the first time Spears has made negative remarks about black women. In a past interview, the comedian Fat Shane Grammy Award winner Lizzo, when asked about his views on her music and song talents. I know he didn't say anything about Lizzo, because Brother Spears, I know, looking at you and then looking at myself, I know you got to weigh close to 300. easy. I think, well, I'll say this. Even being overweight, I would be the one. I would say something about Lizzo in the way that I would say she dressed, especially at that Lakers game with the back of her legs showing. I won't say, I won't say big butt because, I mean, there's no shape to it, very little shape to it. But I just say it was distasteful. Let's just say that because you got kids at these games and you walking around with your backside showing. That is unacceptable. I don't care if I was 6'6", 215 with 8% body fat, 6 packs and full beard, and worth $500 million. Or if I was 5'5", 300 pounds, saying, with a Diet Coke in one hand and a bag of hot Taki wrap snacks in the other. I don't know. And a piece of cake in the other hand. It don't matter. I would still say that because that is something that you don't do out there. You just don't put that out there. So I think that's what he was saying. So actually I can understand that. But you're going to get backlash. People going to find fault. My question is this to the Black Americans. And think about it. And one thing I want y'all to understand. I don't like the eyelashes. Especially, now, I don't like the big fake ones. They do look ridiculous. They don't look like you. I mean, really, unless you getting it done professionally, majority of y'all, it looks ridiculous because, first of all, you drawing attention to something. You draw attention to it. You draw attention to your eyes. So somebody gonna look, and they're gonna look a long time. If they don't look, sometimes people look. I mean, like if I see big eyelashes, a lot of times I turn away because I don't want to be caught looking, because I'm not looking because I'm enamored, because I find it attractive. I look because, one, like I say, it looks out of place. It's out of proportion. It's like a person getting a big BBL and have no hips, make you look like an ant. There's nothing natural about it. So now I'm looking, and then while I continue to look, now I'm noticing the flaws in it. One, they're about this long. Two, wide. Most of the times they're either wider or shorter than your eyelids. So and then you see the glue, which means that you did not get them professionally done, that you did them yourself or had your homegirl do it. So now that's what makes it look even worse. So my thing is, if you're going to do something that outlandish, and I will use the word outlandish, or trying to do something to cause somebody to look at you, because that's what it's for attention. You probably think, hey, I put the eyelash. I want to know why do y'all put the big eyelashes on. Like, so I understand the little small ones to try to fill out your lashes, because I know people who pull their lashes out for whatever nervous habit or nervous tick that they have, and they have very few eyelashes. So I can understand, okay, maybe you're putting them in because you have very few little eyelashes. I get it. And there are women and girls, who are born with full eyelashes, which probably some women probably be like, dang, I wish I had those. So let me go get some of my own. But a question, like I said, I want to know, why do y'all put them on? Just answer the question. I'm not going to go into it to have a tirade. I mean, you probably say, hey, why? Same reason why y'all wear, your beards the way you do, or why you, cut your hair, or why you got waves in your hair, or whatever the case may be. I mean, I know that's probably what the answer going to be, but I want to know personally, why do you put on eyelashes, whether they short, small, whatever? But like I said, if you're going to do something like that, pay the money for it. Pay the money for it, because again, somebody's going to look at you and they're going to see the ridiculous, they're going to see it, and they're going to look for the flaws. Because when you create something, people try to find flaws and cracks in everything you do. So don't give them a reason. Shoot, I remember in high school when, junior high, I just brushed my hair a lot, put waves in my hair, going into like the 8th, 9th grade, really because of, I say going to the 9th grade, really because of Larry Johnson, because I was going to Skyline, and Larry Johnson was the guy who came from Skyline, and should have my fade, had the line in the middle of the head, everything in brushing. It was crazy because it brushed so much that they used to talk about me because the line used to be crooked, like wavy. And I didn't cut it in there like that. I just cut it straight down and brushed my hair so much to where the line looked like, it had it was like a freaking, like a river. They should trip out on that. But anyway, then I stopped fading my hair and I would brush, just brush. Just kind of like it is now. No fade, just brush all the way around. And then all the waves kicked in. I used to have cats used to say, man, when you gonna get a fade? This, that, and the third. I said, man, I ain't fading my hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something. And they couldn't understand. Walk around the brush all day. They couldn't understand it. Talked about it. But then once the waves start kicking in, and then you sitting inside the school and on a bus or whatever, and girls are like, ooh, can I brush your hair? And you sit back and all the dudes looking at you like, what? Say, oh man, look at this dude. They tripping. Because this girl sitting behind you on the steps, brushing your hair all day. So it's like, then after that, now you see dudes walking through school. And I got my idea from a brother I worked with for the waves all the way around my head. The brother I worked with in the 10th grade, going into the 11th grade year, the 10th grade summer. I worked with him doing that Jimmy Johnson. At Dallas Market Hall. Never forget. And he had like these thick waves, and he was like, man, how you do that, man? You just brush it all the way around. So boom, that's what I started doing. And the rest is history. But then, like I say, they used to shoot, they were brushing their hair like that, start doing it like that. Some tried, some didn't want to take that much time or whatever, but I was persistent. But anyway, the thing about it, like I say, people going to try to find flaws in what you do. Like, man, won't you brush your hair up? I mean, won't you fade? And this, that, and the third. Man, dude, you need to do this to your hair, to do that. That just look crazy, look ridiculous. I'm like, nah, I got a plan. And in the end, it worked. So my point is, like I say, people are going to find flaws in everything that you try to do, especially if it's different than a norm or what everybody else is used to. So ladies, you're putting these eyelashes on. Like I say, a lot of times they just look, it's just out of proportion. Don't look natural. Don't look real. You got to do something to kind of stand out. And like I say, get the ones that they call them individuals. I think individuals will be better. And actually, in reality, it's not just a Black American woman thing. Let's be honest. Everybody do it. I've seen Hispanic girls with eyelashes now. And eye shadow that got glitter on it. Some guns had like different color, like leopard print eyelashes now. Like seriously. It was like the craziest thing I ever seen in my life, but people taking this thing seriously. You know what I'm saying? And then I like see some of these videos with these nails where they like got candy coat and they change color when they turn. Now that's some cool, and that's cool as hell right there. And sure, you do that, man. I'll be looking like, man, that looks nice, because it was like a paint job on a car, so it's probably why that's something that seems kind of nice and attractive or whatever. But anyway, like I said, women do it, Black, white, Hispanic, African, everybody, Caribbean, they all put the eyelashes on their eyes. That's fine. But again, if you're going to do it, my take on it, spend the money, get it done professionally, to where, like I said, that it's proportionate to your eyes. Like I said, I've seen the where sometimes it's longer than your eyelids and they're hanging off the sides of the eyelids. Come on now. And sometimes be shorter than the eyelids. And it just doesn't look, it looks crazy. It really does. And I've seen sometimes some guns rub against the eyebrows. Like, I don't understand it. But that's my take. Instead of sitting here just criticizing, my thing is, if you're going to do it, spend some money. Just like people, you spend your money on your hair. I know you women could buy $400, $500, $600 wigs. Like it ain't nothing. Paying $100-something for your nails and $100-something for your toenails. Should you gonna spend that money? Shoot, I don't know how much it costs for individual lashes, and no, I'm not paying for it. Don't sit there and say, you gonna pay for it? Come on now, just listen to what I'm saying. Save your money, go to work some overtime, stack your little bread. It's summertime now. Your kids are not in school. So they probably at home with grandma, or you got them at the Salvation Army or the daycare or whatever. Hey, work that overtime, get the little extra money. You know what I'm saying? Up your baby daddy's child support. Do whatever. Do what you do. But like I said, just spend that money, a little extra money on it to get it done professionally. And think about it. When you do things, and here's the thing. When you spend a little money and you purchase things of quality, you don't want to go back to where it used to be. It's kind of like riding on a plane, probably from what I hear, you know, they say riding I never rode first class, but that's my next goal, to try to, you know, to ride first class on a plane, you know what I'm saying, soon. They say once you do like first class, you don't want to go back to commercial and coach, not commercial, but sitting in the back, right? When you drive like a luxury car with some good suspension, you don't want to go back to riding the old hoopty car you know what I'm saying, you used to driving. I know I remember I had a 99 Malibu one time, this is years ago, and was going out of town, I think for a funeral, and rented a Lincoln Town car. That's back when you could rent a Lincoln Town car, like anybody could. Lincolns and Cadillacs, stuff like that, before, you know, a lot of people kind of tore them up. But anyway, riding down the highway, and I'm going, and I'm just hitting the gas, get on the highway. And you know what I'm saying? And my lady was like, you need to slow down. So I'm not going that fast. I'm only going, I look down, I'm going 90. Didn't even feel it. Now, I'm used to driving to Malibu. You hit that gas, you know when you're going 90 because you feel it. You feel it accelerating. Then once it kick back, and you look down, and it's like, okay, now I'm going 70. That's great. Now let me push it a little harder. No, it's like you barely touch the gas pedal. Something don't feel like you're coasting on clouds. When you ride like that, then it's like, look, now I got to do something different in my life. And it's probably one of the reasons why I just try to get up out the warehouse and and when I got a career, you know, something where I can make good money and decent money, and if you see my videos, you know my story, so I'm not gonna say it again. But anyway, that's all I got. Tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below and share it with the world. Let's dialogue, man. Like I said, I don't know. Aries Spears, people don't like when he says something. He got a crack, they got a crack. I think his delivery just is not right, but he's a comedian, so that's the only way he know how to talk. He might need a A&R rep to kind of direct his words, order his words or whatever. But hey, like I said, but I do agree with him. A lot of times those things look ridiculous. Like I said, if you're going to do it right. Do it right. Don't forget to support the channel. There's 4 ways you can support it. It doesn't cost you anything but maybe a couple of minutes out of your day. That's like, share, comment, and subscribe. But if you want to support monetarily, you can give a super thanks, super chat, or go to the description box. There are links in there that you can click on. You can support that way. You know, for example, go to marlonmorale.com. That's marlonmorale.com, where you can buy, we got perfumes, colognes, silks, beard products, etc. You know, luxury items, same quality, same materials, same ingredients, everything that the high-end businesses have. Is just, you're not paying for the name. I saw an article today that said that, was it Dior was charging like thousands of dollars for a bag, but it only cost like $57 to make. I want y'all to realize that. I really want y'all to understand that. This is a different topic, because I may do a story about this later, but I want y'all to understand it, because I want to do a little more research on that, because there's got to be a reason why they're charging so much for so little. And we all talk about Jordans and how, you know, these little people over there making, what they're making, like, cost like $12 to make a shoe, but by the time it get here, they're charging you $250 for it. But we all know the stories. But anyway, like I said, you're not paying for Dior. You're paying for the product. You're paying for the quality. We got the same. marlonmorale.com. Go check it out. But with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.